Hey everyone, it's Peter here with GoodyReader.com. This is the Onyx Boox Max2 Pro. This is the 3rd generation 13.3 by Onyx. We did a review on this and it was really long, and people were like, oh, I can't find, the PDF experience, the web browsing experience, and we get that. That's totally cool. That's why we're doing individual vids now. This is the PDF. You can turn pages various different ways. The stylus, the physical page turn buttons down below. It's really cool in that sense. You can long press on words if that is something you want to do. Any body of text, you can do that. You can see it defaults to the Chinese dictionary. It doesn't really do much for us English speakers, so we change it to the Oxford English Dictionary, in which it makes a lot more sense. From there, you can copy text, highlight, which will leave behind a highlight like so. Then it triggers an annotation from there, so you can say, oh, Peter, whatever. So you can see that it kind of seized out there and tapped multiple things at the same time, but that is inevitably going to happen with e-ink devices because you got to be really patient with them. You can swipe page left and right, of course. What we're going to do is a pinch and zoom so we can... Come on, man. There we go. So you see it kind of changed a couple pages because with e-ink, you got to be really patient and it doesn't always register what you're doing right away, but for the most part, pinch and zoom works really well. You can see it's relatively pretty fluid. You can move the page around while you're doing so. You get the form factor percentage of what percentage you're at. You get many different settings down here. Zoom in, zoom out, by recent. I don't know what that means actually. You can fit it to page. So if you click that, it's going to fit it exactly to page. If you tap center again, you get crop page, crop width, zoom, navigation, contrast, notes, rotation, and so forth. So you can change this into landscape. Navigation is basically navigation, but you can just use the slider bar to do that either way. Oh, there's some stats right there for you. And if we click on more, you get text to speech, really bad. Not to do with Onyx, but I mean, come on, a side-loaded PDF, it's gonna basically read this whole thing out for you, and we're not gonna do that. You get refresh. Refresh just basically refreshes everything and clears ghosting and stuff like that. You also get slideshow and settings. So let's go to a page that isn't so cluttered with statistics. I've sealed my fate here. I'm probably 30 pages in, so I'm just going to nav my way out of this situation back to the front so we get a little bit of breathing room. So we're going to click on Scribble, and what Scribble does is allow you to scribble on the page, and that's really cool because you can go, oh, inserts, this is really important, don't forget that, and then you can actually save all your notes and export them onto your PC or whatever and send that to someone. So if you're doing homework or whatever and we're like, oh, we're doing a report on Raphael Devers, sorry if you guys know that guy and I mispronounce it, I don't watch baseball. You can, make notes and be like that and send it to your buddy and be like, this is what you need to know, etc. You can make bookmarks up top. If you tap center again, you get a couple more features. This one is a side-by-side. It doesn't look good if I'm not in landscape, and I have this charging right now, so please excuse me moving this. But if you're in landscape, this is really cool because you get a side-by-side spread, and what this is you can turn pages on the right here, if it will allow me, like that, and you can make notes here, but you can't make notes on this page if you're out of the scribble mode. You understand? Like if you're in the scribble mode and full screen, you can make notes. If you're in a side-by-side note, you cannot. But it's really cool. It's really quick. Look at that. Boom. It's really quick. The pressure sensitivity, we did do an update. Yes, we did. The pressure sensitivity does not work in this mode. It only works in the actual note-taking app. So that's pretty much everything you need to know about the PDF experience. Page turns are very quick. Pinch and zooming is all right. You just have to be really patient with the device because it is displaying a lot of text and it's trying to do a lot of things, and everyone's going to be like, oh, but it's this much money, it's hundreds of dollars, you can buy an iPad Pro. Guys, this is e-ink, it's not a tablet. It's apples and oranges. You can't compare that. The price has nothing to do with it in that respect. For GoodyReader.com, PDF experience on the Onyx Boox Pro Max. Oh, I messed up. Onyx Boox Pro 2 Max. Onyx Boox Max. Onyx Boox Max 2 Pro. Ha! Did it. This is Peter.